It's Wednesday, December 16th. My name is Scott, and this is Relevantly Speaking. Hi everybody, welcome to the show. This week we're all about international affiliate marketing. First, the latest installment of our video webinar series went live this past Monday. It features Jeevan Manhas, Media Trust's head of sales, moderating a panel this past summer in Israel about international affiliate programs. It's available now for your viewing pleasure over at blog.mediatrust.com. Now, sticking with our international focus, we've got an interview this week with Jim Banks of the UK company Unanimous. Now, we talked to Jim about the state of performance marketing overseas. Let's take a look.
Well, Unanimous is our parent company. We sold Global Direct Media, which is who we used to trade as. We sold in January to Unanimous, and we've just this week kind of completed the kind of like the changeover. So we're now Unanimous. That's what our network's going to be. Unanimous are an ad sales house based in the UK. Have about 65 employees. And basically we work with premium brands in the UK, and we're responsible for ad sales, typically display advertising for those companies, but we also have a performance arm, which is the part of the business that I'm responsible for. Well, I think if you kind of look at, obviously it's a very well developed market in the US. I think at the moment we're still in the education phase of trying to educate the advertisers on the benefits of performance advertising. You know, clearly, you know, money in the same way that, you know, back in 2001 when the whole .com crash happened, you know, we had the same sort of thing. Budgets are tight, you know, and I think a lot of money will shift to performance marketing. But I think at the moment the ad agencies are not kind of quite sure what the benefits will be. They think there's going to be some issues around the, you know, the effect on brand and that sort of thing. So, you know, in as much as we're out there trying to sell it, we're also trying to educate the advertising and agency community on the benefits of performance marketing. Well, I mean, fraud is something that we have to kind of deal with all the time. I mean, you know, we've kind of got measures in place to kind of make sure that only kind of legitimate affiliates get onto our network to begin with. So we have a fairly tight and rigid screening process. And probably for every affiliate we accept into our network, we probably decline something in the order of 10 or 15 applications. Yeah, you know, so consequently that sort of spills into, you know, the advertisers have more confidence that the quality of what we're going to send them will be okay, you know, and it's very much a two-way thing. We want to make sure that they understand the benefits of it, but there are kind of like risks associated with it, and, you know, we're always trying to work on ways in you know, trying to think of how affiliates will try and game the system and try and keep one step ahead of them. But it's a tough one. I think the biggest difference really is that, I mean, the typical model in the UK is, you know, you have like the affiliates, publishers, you have a network, you have an ad agency, and then you have the advertiser. So most of the business that we do is directly through an ad agency, and they have the kind of like control over the budgets through the advertisers. Whereas I think in the States it's very much a case of, you know, you have the affiliates, you have the networks, you have the advertisers. And ad agencies, I don't know whether they don't want to be involved or they've just never been involved, but, you know, that's probably the biggest difference between the two. Well, I think one of the things that certainly at Unanimous we're really excited about is well, two things. One is mobile. I think mobile is going to be like really big, and we're putting a lot of resource behind building out our mobile propositions to the market. And the other is kind of like some of the kind of like different countries in Europe that you know, if you put sort of the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain together, it's a kind of like a market much bigger than the United States. Yeah, and I think, you know, I think at the moment, obviously, the internet is still growing in these markets. There's different cultural ways in which these companies or countries operate. And I think for us, the challenge is trying to work out how we can localize some of the propositions that we have and take them out to those countries. And that's really what we're focusing a lot of our attention through 2010 on.
And finally this week, we're announcing the addition of Dave Coburn to the Media Trust team as head of product. Dave comes from Microsoft and most recently served as the Director of Product Management for the company's auction-based ad marketplace for online publishers and advertisers. Now, having gotten to know Dave personally over the last few weeks, I can tell you that he's going to be a huge asset to our team, and we're really happy to have him aboard. That's our show for this week. My name is Scott. Thank you for watching.